We are finally live. All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to my weekly live chat here on Facebook. I try to go live here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, and I offer a giveaway, which is also super fun and exciting. I will also be resharing this to my YouTube channel. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, welcome. For those of you that join me regularly, welcome back. It's just been wild lately. I made a little boo-boo when I posted to Facebook earlier today about the seed giveaway, and that was kind of fun. And we have so much going on in the seed shop right now. It is wild. I'm telling you, it is a wild time in the seed shop. Hello, Cecilia and Pam and Jenny. Cecilia, thank you so much for those seeds. I am going to plant them, and I will hopefully have seeds available for y'all next year. Anna, Scott, and Christy, thanks for joining us. All right, so here's how we roll. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central, I go live here on Facebook. I share a couple of seed varieties, and I use that as a giveaway for one lucky winner. Hey, Tracy, in order to win, you need to be in the U.S., you need to have commented on the live portion of the video, and you need to not have won in the last couple of months. Hello, Diane and Jason. But before I get started on what I call the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to share a couple of updates. I will be at the Texas Permaculture Expo on Sunday, November 9th. Let me just double check that before I totally blow it, because life is crazy, and I'll explain a little bit in just a second about how that works out. All right, Sunday the 9th. Hello, Jason and Diane and Mindy and Kimberly. And Tana, I am in East Texas. We live in Ben Wheeler. Unfortunately, my dad has been put on hospice care, and I need to make a trip to see him. So I have postponed a couple of things and just pushed things back and kind of moved things around. So here's how it's going to work. Next Wednesday, I will be live here on Facebook, but I am also going to announce all of our new arrivals on October 31st. Halloween has never been a thing for me because we weren't allowed to celebrate it growing up as kids. So if you celebrate Halloween and you miss the live, fine. If you don't do Halloween and you want to come join me, I would be super stoked to have you join me here. Oh, look, there's Max. Hey, Max. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. I will be sharing all of the new arrivals on October 31st in a live video here on Facebook. It's a Friday. I don't normally do a Friday, but that's how it's going to work. Then the following week, I cannot go live on Wednesday, so I'm going to move it to Tuesday. I'll be live here on Facebook on Tuesday, which is, again, just, let me give you the date because I'm not that great with all these dates. Tuesday, November 4th, I will be live here on Facebook because I cannot go live on Wednesday the 5th. I'm going to be snuggling my family. I'm going to be hugging all of my family. I'm going to be just immersed in all the family stuff. So that means that I had to reschedule, and thankfully the amazing people at the Texas Permaculture Expo, Susie, if you watch this later on, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I moved my live seed saving discussion from Saturday to Sunday. I'm going to be flying back Saturday night, late. I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to get some food in me, and then I'm going to go speak about seed saving, harvesting, and preserving. So if you're in East Texas, I really hope that you can join me on Sunday. I'm not a huge hugger, but if you want to hug me, I'm okay with that. I've had people hug me at events, and I'm like, we'll just roll with it. All right, so let me get into what I call the meat and potatoes of my video. In the description section of all of my YouTube videos, you'll find a link to my comprehensive planting guide. Thank you, Mindy. I appreciate it. And Kimberly and Colette and Diane. Usually you'll find the link to my comprehensive planting guide, seeds, a current seed sale, all the awesomeness. And as of October 31st, you will be able to purchase the new for 2026 new arrivals, and I'll post that in the next live video I do. So Christy said she just set her alarm for Friday the 31st. I don't have a time yet, but I will have a time very soon. So stay tuned for all the details. Now, before I share the specific seeds I want to share with you, I have 3 winners today, okay? I don't normally do this, and Kevin, thank you so much. We have 3 seed combo packs. That means there's going to be 3 lucky winners tonight for my giveaway. I just decided that I want to share as much awesomeness with as many people as I can. So please share the video, like the video. Casey Keys says your earrings are so sparkly and cute. Thank you so much. So if you don't know, my sister runs a live auction for jewelry on Whatnot, and I've shared her link before. Her handle is Strawberry Fields Forever. We were raised on the Beatles. My grandmother is English, and my dad's first record was from England, and it was a Beatles album, so we're just kind of rolling with it. So I'll share the link at a later time if you want to go and check out her live. I get earrings from her for like $2 and $4, which is kind of awesome. So most of what I wear in my live auctions is from her. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you, this is not included in my seed giveaway, but I want to share this with you because I love it. I have been sharing more recipes lately, and I've had way more people. Hey, Inga, I've had way more people asking me for harvest recipes because it's like, okay, Mary, I've bought the seeds, I've grown them, I have had this beautiful eggplant or this beautiful squash or this beautiful whatever. What do I do with it? So I added this to my website not recently. It's called Our Family Recipes. They are blank pages for you to add your family recipes to it. Now, if you buy one of my books, whether it's the garden journals or the family recipe books, you're going to get one of several pens. Now, the pen thing was my sister's idea. She did some wild giveaway where everybody that won got a pen with a flower on it, and I'm like, geez, I love that. So if you decide to purchase one of my books, whether it's a notebook or the family recipes book, you're going to get a pen with it. So I'm going to share the link with that as well. Asia says you love the recipe book. I love it too. I'm going to start handwriting it. And I will say this, someone suggested that I include a printed version of one of my recipes in the book. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to include a printed sheet that you can add it to it, you can grow it, whatever you want to do. So Colette says you have that issue right now because a dear friend gave you Scotch bonnets. I love fermented Scotch bonnets, and I actually have a video about making your own fermented Scotch bonnets. And so if you want to try it, definitely try it out because I love it. So I'm going to share a link to the recipe book so that you guys can see it. If you want, you can try it out. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal, but you might want to share it with somebody that might enjoy it. So here we go. There is the link to the family recipe book. You can put your own recipes in there. You can hand it down. Cecilia says you have 2 of her pens. Very cool. Awesome. I love to hear that. So I just decided I wanted to include an extra book for it. So that's kind of a fun thing. So I also wanted to share before I get down to the seed combo packs. Sorry, my watch. You know what? My watch is bugging me today. I just am feeling like I don't want to have anything, so I'm taking it off. I kept fiddling with it, and now I'm just done with it. So Asia says there's the back folder in the recipe. I put my index cards. Very cool. That's a great idea. All right, so one thing I wanted to share before I get started again on the seeds is the t-shirts. A lot of you have been asking for t-shirts, and I wanted to kind of clarify it. There is a discount code that I shared in an email, and it's t-shirt 10. That will take no spaces. That will take 10% off all of my t-shirts until the 29th. Now there's a little bit of a added thing that I need to add to you. Hey Stephanie, thanks for joining me. Some of the shirts are very, very thin or soft, and some of them are just regular. Karen says, I'm learning so much from you as well as my friend Christy that told me about you. Awesome. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me, all of you guys that have joined me. So if you're looking for a very soft shirt, a very nice, very soft, silky shirt, I'm going to tell you which ones are softer. The Mostly Feral Gardener in the V-neck is very, very soft. The Rust shirt, the Kelly green shirt, and the Sage green shirt, hey Pam, are all very, very soft. They are the very thinner material that's like just really loose and soft. But there are some that are slightly thicker. No, it's okay, Scott. You won't miss the giveaway. You are entered to win the giveaway. I will post the 3 winners later on this afternoon or this evening, depending on what time zone you're in. And then you can message me if you won, and then we can go from there. All right, so the heavier ones that are not as, they're not snug, but not as forming, are the Cardinal shirt, which I'm not wearing tonight. This is a Cardinal shirt, but this is an older one. And the Veggie Basket in the gray, as well as both of our long sleeve shirts. So if you're looking for a more thicker, heavier duty shirt, it's not restrictive, it's just a different material. So I wanted to share that with you too, because I love our t-shirts and I love both styles of shirts. But if you're active on my Facebook page, you saw that my nephew has EB. And I won't even try to, yes, all caps, shirt 10. Let me double check, it might be t-shirt 10. So if you missed it, my nephew has EB. And I won't even try to pronounce it because I am terrible at stuff like that. Inga knows. You've heard my butchering of different pronunciations of things. And so if you saw that, I got him a shirt made out of the very nice soft material, and it was a sketch of one of the Star Wars things from the snow planet, whatever that is. I'm not a Star Wars person necessarily. My husband loves Star Wars, but so my nephew sketches stuff, and so I had a special t-shirt made for him out of the super soft material. He loved it. My sister said he wore it like for days. So and he takes it on his retreats when he goes. So it's a really, really soft one. Jeremy says, I love the green ones. It's super soft, not sure what shade. Awesome. Well, if it's like a darker green, that will be the Kelly green. If it's a lighter green, that would be the Sage green. So I love it. Betsy, you're here and you commented, therefore you were entered to win the giveaway. So congratulations. For those of you that missed the beginning, all right, so I apologize for the mistake. The discount code is t-shirt 10. I'm going to try and type it in here and hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, there we go. T-shirt 10 will save 10% off all of our t-shirts right now. So that's a plus. All right, let's get down to the seeds. We have 3 seed giveaways tonight. 3 winners of all of the different varieties that I'm going to share with you tonight. And I decided to choose specific seed combo packs. If you don't win and you want to purchase seeds at a later time, you are more than welcome to. The seed combo packs, I'm sharing a link right now. If you use the code SEEDCOMBO25, that will save you 10% off all of our seed combo packs for the entire year. We're edging close to the end of the year, so we'll do another one that is Seed Combo 26, obviously for 2026. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that don't know about the seed giveaway, every Wednesday I do a live chat. I share information about different heirloom seed varieties. Usually it's a specific variety. Today I wanted to keep it short and sweet because I'm a little tired and we're working really hard in the seed shop to get ready for 2026. And I also have a 26-pound cat that decided he wanted to share my pillow last night, and he parked his butt on my head. Not literal butt, but you know what I'm saying. Which woke me up and I didn't get much sleep. So I'm gonna go with seed combo packs today instead of individual seed packs. So the first one I'm gonna share with you is the Mary's Fall 4-pack. So this is a fun one. So we've got 3 winners tonight, and each one is going to win one of my seed combo packs. So the first winner that I choose at random, using random comment picker, is going to be the Mary's Fall 4-pack. Now this is, I'm going to show you guys. I try to share the pictures of the seeds every time and try not to put it too close because then it gets dark. All right, so you got pak choy cabbage, you got little gem lettuce, amazing, cherry bell radish, and Oregon sugar pod pea. So this is a super fun one that if you just want a couple of seeds and you don't want all the fall seeds, you can just go with a 4-pack. Now the cool, thanks Jennifer. Jennifer says best germination in seeds ever. I really appreciate that. So the cool thing about the seed combo pack is not only do you save on the combo pack, so maybe each individual seed might be $10, but then you go with a seed combo pack and it's slightly less. So I'm looking at this and it says the seed combo pack is $10.50. So maybe instead of paying $12, it's $10. But then you save 10% on top of that savings because you're buying a seed combo pack. So I'm going to share with you the Mary's Fall 4-pack. All of these varieties I share are available at Mary's Heirloom Seeds. As of November 1st, we go into 2026 seeds. Resourceful Ronnie says, this is my first live. I made it to so hyped. Well, welcome. So for those of you just joining me, I am so appreciative that you're here. I do this just because what happened was we started talking about the fun and weird varieties available at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and maybe you saw it while you were scrolling and you were like, I'm not really sure about that, so I'm just going to keep going. But maybe you were like, I need more information. Look, now I got another cat up there. That's Danny. She hears the seeds. You see? That's Danny. So Anna says, do you soak peas before planting? On occasion, yes, I do. I do occasionally soak my pea seeds, and it's usually not for more than 4 hours. 4 to 6 hours is where I'm at. Krista says, I've already had my eye on some of the 2026s you've introduced. Hey, Joan, thanks for joining me. There's some really cool. She just knocked over the pens and everything else, so I'm going to leave it. Danny, are you okay? She's so weird. She just went for the pens and went flying with the pens. Hang on just a second, guys. Danny girl, come here. All right. Now you get to see my crazy cat. She is one of my 2 tiny terrors. I told you JoJo has some nicknames, but they have some nicknames as well. All right, so the first one on my list was the, I know, she's silly. She's gonna come up here though because she likes the sound of, hey, Resourceful Ronnie, you actually spelled her name correctly as well. Danny was supposed to be a boy because she was an orange cat, but surprise, she's a girl. Fun fact on orange cats, 80% of them are boys. And we picked out 2 from a litter of 5 after their mama died when they were only 10 days old. The mama died when they were about 5. And then they were bottle fed, and the owners were like, we can't do this. Danny, come on. And so here we are. Amber says, do you have a favorite pea, the one where you eat the pod? Yes. Oregon sugar pod snow pea is a really good one because the pod is nice and thin. It is the typical snow pea that you get in the store where you can eat the entire thing. It's fantastic for, I'm going to move this out of the way because she's a little scared of it. It's the typical one that you use in stir fry where you cook the whole pod. Hey Angela, thanks for joining me. The other one is mammoth melting snow pea. Both of those are fantastic. Come on. All right, are you ready for my next one? The next one's really fun too. Hang on, give me a second. You're all right. All right, so the next one on my list is something that I kind of came up with. It was kind of fun. It's called my Rad-Ish Seed Combo Pack. Resourceful says, I have a calico and most of them are females. I have a girl, but there were no boys. Her mom was litter. I had a calico too. She was spicy. Jennifer just moved to Illinois 6 weeks ago. Well, congratulations on your move. And hello, Kelly. Thanks for joining us as well. Monticello Seed Library says, good evening. Thank you very much. There she goes. That is the funny thing about calicos, is they're mostly female as well. And we had a calico and she was a female. She was probably one of the more sassier cats I have ever had. All right, so the Rad-Ish Seed Combo Pack. Asia, yeah, that's right. Your dog likes to eat the peas while you're in the garden, so that's always fun. All right, so I'm gonna share with you the link to the Rad-Ish Seed Combo Pack. The fun thing about going live on Facebook versus YouTube is I can share links. She's already getting into stuff on my table here. I can share links while I'm live. My sister sent me this. It's an ant bracelet. It says ant. Not ant like the bug, but ant like the ant. All right, so I'm going to share with you here. Yes, she loves rubber bands. Hang on, can you not yet? I'm going to share the link to my Rad-Ish Seed Combo Pack. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I have to put the rubber band in the drawer because she is very, very naughty and she will eat it. So it's in the drawer. All right, so you got 3 winners here tonight for my giveaway. You got Danny joining me, so we got all the fun stuff. Jason, very cool. Mindy says your dog loves peas in the garden too. Very cool. Awesome. I love that you guys have pets that you guys share with me. Asia has written a couple of reviews at marysheirloomseeds.com, which, by the way, it was from a couple days ago. Don't quote me on the day, through the 29th. If you write a review or you place an order, we're going to double the points for you. So, for example, if you wrote a review in the past, you get 50 points. Right now, if you write a review, you get 100 points. And 500 points gets you $5 as a credit for your next order. So literally, if you've ordered a couple of seed varieties from us and you write a review, 5 reviews will give you $5 off your next order, which is kind of fun. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to write a review. We have watermelon radish. Danny can't stand it. We have red daikon radish. We have purple plum radish. I love this variety. Purple plum radish is purple on the outside and white on the inside. It's delicious. None of these are mild. They're all pretty spicy, just to let you know. Then you have long scarlet Cincinnati radish. I grew these. They were like 8 inches long. They were huge as far as a radish goes. And the root even went down even further, like 10 inches. So Chinese green lobo, gorgeous. These are green inside. Holy cow. Then we have French breakfast radish. This is the most mild of all of them. So if you're looking for a very mild radish, go with the French breakfast, because the breakfast being like, hey, this is going to be cooler than the others. It's not that it's not spicy, it's that it's less spicy. So throwing that out there at you. Hailstone radish, this is a round white radish. A resource for Ronnie says, watermelon radishes are super pretty. They are gorgeous. I love them. And then we have cherry bell. Cherry bell is a very simple, small red radish that is able to be harvested in as few as 25 days. So depending on your area, you might be able to actually grow it and harvest it very, very quickly. Cecilia says, I just gifted a bunch of radish seeds. I'm glad so many people wanted them. Krista says, I'm a sissy. You need a mild radish. The most mild radish we have is a French breakfast radish. So definitely check that out. And for those of the winners, I'm going to pick 3 winners. Stop eating the... Danny's trying to eat the... What can I do? Anyway, she is seriously crazy about rubber bands, so I have to keep them away from her. Joan, sweet kitty, I love radishes and they're pretty easy to grow. Tracy says, I need the radish pack. I'm still trying to perfect my radish growing abilities. So this is the Rad-Ish Seed Combo Pack. I shared the link already. You can use the discount code SEEDCOMBO25 and you'll save 10% off for the entire year of 2025. Now, I'm going to put these back here in the rubber band, away from Danny, fully away from her, because she is horrible when it comes to all things that she can eat and potentially make herself sick. All right, now I have one more to share with you here. Let's see. Good evening, Denise. Hey, Molly, thanks for joining us. I'm going to put this rubber band on my wrist so that she can't eat it. Hey, Kevin, I love cool weather radishes. Very fun. All right, so this is the Texas Mini Seed Combo Pack. Now, I want to say this to you. It's not necessarily that you have to grow this in Texas. It's that these are good varieties for our area. But if you live in a climate that's warm, if you live in a climate that has a long growing period, this might be great for you. Hey, Brooke Lee, thanks for joining me. No, you did not miss the seed giveaway. While I am live here during my Facebook live chat that I will now share to YouTube at a later time, I share all kinds of awesome seed varieties. And if you comment, if you're in the US and if you haven't won recently, you'll automatically enter to win the giveaway. We just had Danny over here. She's a total distraction, so I apologize for that. I get way distracted when Danny is like terrorizing my entire countertop. She doesn't understand the need for personal space sometimes. Hey, Betty, and hey, Michelle, thanks for joining us. All right, so I'm going to share my, if I can. I might have to go out and come back in because for some reason Facebook isn't letting me. For those of you that are just joining me, welcome. For those of you that join me regularly, welcome back. Please share the video, like the video, do all the fun, awesome stuff. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you very much. And please hit the thumbs up on the video and subscribe. All right, so I just shared a link to the Texas Mini Seed Combo Pack. So as far as the seed giveaway goes, every Wednesday I do a live chat here on Facebook. If you were in the US, if you comment, yes, I am tired, Cecilia. If you're in the US, if you have commented, and that's about it. And if you haven't won recently. And the reason I'm tired, by the way, is because I have a massive cat. He's 26 pounds, and he decided that he wanted to share my pillow last night. So that's why I have tea. So my Texas Mini Seed Combo Pack. I have a Texas Combo Pack, and I have a Texas Mini Combo Pack. If you have not checked it out, my seed combo packs, you can use the discount code SEEDCOMBO25, and that will get you 10% off all of our seed combo packs for the entire year of 2025, which we are fast approaching 2026, so I will add a new one for that. So Chrissy says it's nice to, what's his name? Are you talking about the cat that keeps running around? That's Danny. That's my female. And she's giving me the evil eye right now. She's like, come here. Come on. Come on. All right, so what is in the Texas Mini Combo Pack? I shared the link, and there's a list of everything. We have the white scallop squash, my favorite. We have the Texas Hill Country Okra, a very old, awesome Texas variety. She's looking at me like she wants it. Cherokee Purple, my all-time favorite heirloom tomato. Black Beauty Eggplant, very fun, very easy, super easy to grow. Let's see. I'm still harvesting the scallop squash from the challenge. Awesome, good to hear it. There she comes. Then we have the Golden Cal Wonder Bell Pepper. I'm going to try and get it. You want to come sit? No, she doesn't want to sit. We have watermelon radish that I mentioned recently. Oh, the big boy that kept me up. His name is Jojo. His nicknames are Baby Jojo and Jojo the Destroyer because he is a destroyer. One of my friends calls him Destructo because he's big and beautiful and he just loves it. All right, so the next one we have is Rainbow Swiss Chard, another one. This is heat tolerant, absolutely loves our Texas climates here. I have grown Rainbow Swiss Chard in all of my gardens. It does really, really well. If you watch my last video, all 4 of my cats walk through the video, and you can see Jojo. He's a big, beautiful, gray striped cat. Blue Lake Bush Bean, a fantastic one. Mark and More Cucumber, another good one as well. And Chioggia Beet. Has anyone here grown Chioggia Beet? Because it is definitely a favorite here. I love beets. Beets are what I call a dual purpose crop, double duty crop, if you will. And the cool thing about beets is you can eat the greens and you can eat the root. So if you don't like the root, you can still eat the greens and it's delicious. If you didn't know, beets and Swiss chard are in the same family. So the difference is Swiss chard doesn't produce a large root like the beet does. So with the beet, you can harvest the bottom and the top. With the Swiss chard, you'd normally just harvest the top, but it produces more on the top than the bottom, like a root. Do you want to come over and sit with us, or are you just going to sit over there and stare at me? Just being creepy. Nick says, I've grown half of the Texas pack in Maine. Awesome. So that's what I was saying in the beginning, is that just because you're outside of Texas doesn't mean this won't grow for you. It's just that I did have a handful of people that were specifically looking for a Texas pack. So I also have a northwest seed combo pack, and those are faster maturing varieties that will grow in areas that have more rain than the rest of us. Amber says, do you have a less earthy tasting beet? So I would say the golden beet is more sweeter than the rest of our red beets, but I will say that how you cook it sometimes makes a difference. So if I wish you could see Danny's look on her face right now. She's like, she wants to pounce, but she doesn't want to get close. So if you cook beets with salt, pepper, garlic, you might actually have a better experience if regular beets are more earthy to you. I love beets. My husband says they taste like dirt and he won't eat them. So, I mean, it really just depends on what you like. And yes, Nick says the same thing. Golden beets are less earthy. They have a sweeter taste to them and a less earthy taste. And also, they won't stain your cutting boards. So it doesn't look like you've slaughtered something on your cutting board or your countertop. So if you want those, the golden beet is a plus. And there's my Danny girl. Krista says, since we're discussing seeds, I love banana peppers and cubanelle, but can't find them at any grocery stores. Thinking about trying to grow them. I highly recommend it. There are so many heirloom seed varieties that you cannot buy in the grocery store. In 2026, or I should say for 2026, I will have at least 50 new arrivals, which will put us at about 1,100 varieties of heirloom seeds, most of which are not available in the grocery store. Black Beauty eggplant, Black Beauty zucchini, crookneck squash, Blue Lake bush beans, those you can find in the store. Turkish orange eggplant, Petch Siam eggplant, cannot find those in the stores. The blue corn seeds I shared with you earlier, not going to find it in the grocery stores. Rainbow Swiss chard you might be able to find in the stores, but not very likely. There are wasabi mustard that I just put at Mary's Heirloom Seeds We carry it now in a bulk pack and a single pack. You're not going to find that in the grocery stores. The pink celery, I just uploaded that and made it available for 2026. You're not going to find that in a grocery store. So that is the awesome thing about heirloom seeds. You get so much more history, variety, beauty, and with homegrown, you will get more nutrients. And not to get on my soapbox, but the average item in the grocery store travels 1,500 miles to reach your plate. You're probably not going to find scallops, squash like Colette mentioned. And when you harvest it that day and you eat it at lunch or dinner, you are getting the most nutrient dense food that you could possibly have because you're growing it yourself. And then I also share with you the history of it so that you can kind of connect with our ancestors that may have grown it. So I will have Anasazi sweet corn. So if you're not familiar, you've got the Anasazi and Native Americans where you've got it's a wide variety. They call it the four corners in some cases. Don't quote me on that because I'm still learning a lot about that. Inga says, I accidentally found delicata squash at $2.99 at a local gourmet store. You had 9 of them this year from only 2 plants. So a single seed pack for $2, $2.50, you grew 9 of them. So the amount of value, but also the freshness of it, so much better. And Jason says this is not covered in chemicals. Depending on how you grow, because we grow organic and we try to teach people how to grow organically, grocery store food is not as flavorful as the stuff that you grow in your own garden because it is more nutrient dense and it's fresh. Man, freshness. And the fact that we grow organic, I had deer eat some of my plants, but it's okay because they left me the pods so I can save them for seeds. Jenny says, what can I do to be successful in growing spinach? If I remember correctly, you're in Florida, so you need to grow it in the coldest months of the year. Aja says, I love when you're on your soapbox. You're over here out loud responding to, I know that's right. It's true. Let me share this with you and then I'm gonna head out I gotta make dinner for everybody here in the house. So I started Mary's Heirloom Seeds back in 2011. I started with my seed journey a couple years after I learned about what was going on in our food production. The lack of oversight in all that is the food production. What I call a broken food system. There are so many things that you can see out there. I've seen videos, farmers like it's illegal to save your own seeds and things like that. And yeah, in some cases, if you're buying GMO seeds from a agrichem company that makes their money on producing agriculture, GMO seeds, herbicide, pesticide that goes with it, and then a pharmaceutical that will help you potentially recover or maybe recover from whatever happens to you from that, go for it. But my goal is to help people grow food from seeds you can save next year, the following year, for generations. So the benefit and the beauty of heirloom seeds is that you can grow something, you can save those seeds. Nobody's going to be pounding on your door and inspecting your garden to test your seeds and make sure that you aren't saving seeds that are patented or require a contract. And then you can share them with your community. We took it an extra step further and we went, well, heirloom seeds are awesome, but we need to grow them organically, grow them with nature. So instead of using broad herbicides and pesticides, I learned about companion planting and I share that information with you. I learned about organic ways to make your own things that will work with nature and not kill everything. And then at the end of the day, if you absolutely have to, there are still organic options that may or may not harm beneficials, but they are less harmful than what is on the store shelves or what is at the big box stores that you can buy to pretty much eradicate all pests in your garden. So Krista says, I'm a B2B copywriter and am focusing on exactly what you are addressing. Oh, thank you. So yeah, tonight was a little bit of a soapbox night at the end, but that's been my mission from day one. I started to learn about what was going on. I started to make changes. I got to put these away. Andy's trying to eat them. And instead of just going, okay, I'm just going to live in my bubble and do my own thing, I thought, well, I need to help people and I need to teach people. And not a lot of people know, but I wanted to be a teacher when I was a kid. But I don't really like sitting in a classroom. My farm is my classroom. My property is my classroom. Oh, thank you. This was a birthday present for my husband a couple of years ago because he knows I like teal. I'm drinking herbal tea today. So, that being said, I appreciate that you guys join me every week. I appreciate that you guys even deal with my cats running everywhere, the seeds that we talk about, my bloopers every now and then. Today I made a little silly blooper when I made my live chat announcement, and it was just kind of fun, but that's what happens, like I said, when you don't get a lot of sleep because your cat sits on your head. But I am here for you if you have questions. I'm here for you if you have concerns about seeds or growing or your soil or whatever is going on in your garden. Send me an email. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com, and I do try to answer as quickly as possible. Right now it is crazy, and I mentioned it earlier. We are busy getting ready for 2026. My dad was recently put on hospice care, so I will be going to visit him in about a week and a half. Fingers crossed that I make it in time, which is good. And I've got cats. We rescued a 4th and 5th cat in the last 12 months, so that's always super fun as well. And last but certainly not least, I will be at the Texas Permaculture Expo on Sunday, November 9th. I am teaching about seed saving and preserving. So not only do I sell seeds, but I want to teach you how to save your own seeds and preserve them for future. Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate it. So it's not just about buying seeds. I want you to be able to preserve them for future generations. The only way we have the heirloom seeds that we have right now is because past generations have shared them with us. So we want to do that for the future. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to share the 3 winners in about 5 minutes. Give me a minute because I got to shut all this down and get dinner started. And then I'll be right back with a seed giveaway. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. And like I said, if you've got questions, my email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com. Thanks so much for joining, everybody, and happy planting.